Right, Assalamu alaikum everyone, and it's Monday. A new week has already started. Pepe still is not quite sure what it wants to do, and most of the coins are literally at the very end of the yellow box, basically. Okay, Luna Classic is trying to push below the yellow box. Pepe is also trying to push below it as well, but we're still inside it nonetheless. Okay, and I told you before that it's still fine for Pepe to even ever coming down here and hold 11563. That's still okay, pretty much okay, because this is still your support. All right, that yellow line you see down here is still a support level unless you don't go below all the way to 10,107. So let's check the weekly time frame. Monday has already started, and how the last week you closed. So the last week didn't really close quite exceptionally well, and yeah, the reason being is that there is a bearish candle. These two candles combined are somewhat a little bit bearish for Pepe. Now, if I remove all the drawings, for some reason we may actually say that, you know what, Pepe has failed, and this is another resistance for Pepe. It actually does make sense on the weekly, because I haven't noticed this until now, and the reason being is that you see, it's very clear that you really failed to cross this area, and you may now, for example, these were just the wicks to the upside, but the bodies were closing below this trend line, isn't it? Again, another wick to the upside, and then the body really closed below the neckline. So I may want to rephrase the technical target of 20,000 into the following, and that is, if you really cross that neckline on the weekly, once again, if you push above 17,000 as you try to do before, then that's when we may see a 20,000 push all the way to the upside. I still am positive that that's eventually the plan and what you're really meant to do. But if you're not going to do this before Christmas, that you go up to 20,000, then it's going to be hard to say that around Christmas you're looking for any pumps. I don't really expect pumps during the Christmas time. I kind of want to see what BLX says on this one about the Christmas time. So this is Bitcoin, and let's see how Bitcoin really behaves. I think I'm just gonna press go here. So let's go back to maybe not December here, but 2022, and this is gonna be 25. So if we go back on 25th of 2022 here, you can see that the market was pretty low. Okay, so Bitcoin back in December 25 was actually red. It was red, but not significantly red, and January was also green, which was another very great thing to see. Let's actually go again into another 2021. I just want to show you how the history really looks like. Go back here, and yes, so after an uptrend, you may see that Bitcoin was an uptrend here, and this was a sell-off in December, and which also continued on January as well, and ever since it has just been down. Let's check another December, by the way, and I'm just gonna go on and press the go here, and let's check 2020. I'm just doing this so that I can get the concepts clear. So you can see that this is almost your December region, and you still had some red going on in December. Nonetheless, January was pretty great so far. Now let's check another one, and that's going to be back in 2019. So I think 70% of the time you may be looking at Bitcoin to still drop to the downside. Just a very small few red candles here and there. So yeah, you have to be a little bit careful around the Christmas time, because right now Bitcoin has already pushed up. Okay, it has already pushed up, and if you're not going to break above 45,000 and continue higher, that has to be an alarming situation, even for Pepe as well. At least for now, we are holding some few support and resistances for Pepe. I think the dead end, the clear dead end to me, is going to be down at 10,000 once again, because that's when you really take out everything that you have worked hard so far for. And that's it for this update, and I'm going to see you the next one. Allah Hafiz.